Hi, I am Cardinal Dr. Elizabeth Samantha Rothschild Judge, Governor Incumbent for the federal state of Washington, D.C. So I'm thinking about this retail market exchange endorsement and thinking about the different retailers. And so I wanted to put in a note that persons who have nonprofit organizations, you too can take this sort of donation in exchange for a tax credit. And how it works is you have to dress at your status. See, just because you have a tax credit, a tax exempt covering, does not mean that you are qualified to take in high dollar amounts of donations. It's about what you can actually represent and be accountable for. So for me, I can probably do a lot more than other people. So consider where I'm qualified to receive a donation endorsement in exchange for market because of my status, because I work to be well liked, and to present a truthful and honest image. And, my net worth also. Because for what I am valued, I could afford to be of that class. So where I'm looking at high-end stores, some people, depending on where your ministry is, you may look at Walmart or Target, or you may look at some consignment shops or specialty shops, maybe the mall, boutique. Although there are some high-end boutiques I could take a look at too. And so it's about where your worth is, the market that you are worthy to. Because some persons might not think you're worthy of something, but there are some others that'll say, well, I think they're worthy. And where you're worth something is where you can get your endorsements. So I'm worth something to the high end because I represent that class, that socioeconomic class, even though I'm staying at the Patricia Handy Place shelter, which just became a good stay. Well, before it was the most magnificent help I've ever received. Okay. With that being said, just putting that out there for that tax credit exchange, even to the restaurants. I may be able to get a food service donation in exchange for a tax credit at a fine dining place or even at some luxury facilities when it comes down to it, beyond food and beverage. Whereas you may want to go set something up at maybe a little franchise or something like that. It's about your value appraisal, what you're worth. If I'm too good for something, I would rather not have until I can get what I'm qualified for. And if I'm qualified for something, that doesn't make everybody else qualified for it just because they want to act like they know me. And it feels good to be by myself once again to make these decisions, because this is stuff that I don't have time to explain to someone. You either understand and interpret the law properly or move around, because I do so quickly and understand in advance that I get right down to business. Sometimes it's just about getting down to business. So I have some other things that I'm going to plot up and plan for market, as I was going to do anyway, or had been doing all along for my church, Annunciation Holy Catholic and Apostolic Church, and the parish, and everything that I've have ready for spin-off and everything I have subsidized therein. And then what happens is it compounds interest, governmental compounded interest, because there is a direct benefit to my position as governor for the things that my church does for me anyway, or must do if we're just acquiring it. And so what that does is gives the parish big kudos. Because if I was living at my house by myself already, if I was already moved in and not still at the shelter, and it were a different government official, after the credibility check to make sure they're transparent, honest, and committed, then I could offer that, but I don't have to offer that to anybody. And the only reason it's really being offered at this particular point is because it's already my place, and I'm able to do that as an executive. All right. Y'all have a great day.